You ever have that feeling, like there's a battle going on inside your own head? You know, one part of you knows exactly what you should be doing, but the other part, yeah, it just wants to scroll endlessly on your phone. Well, in this explainer, we're going to dig into the tiny molecule behind that whole struggle. This is the dopamine dilemma.
I mean, it's such a familiar feeling, isn't it? That constant tug of war between what we know we should be doing and what our brain just wants to do. So what is going on there? Why is it so ridiculously hard to just choose the should?
I mean, really think about it for a second. Why does that tiny little bing from a social media notification give you this instant rush of excitement, but just the thought of opening a textbook feels like you're about to climb Mount Everest? Here's the thing. It's not a personal failing. It's not about your willpower. The real answer, it's all about chemistry.
Yep, there's this one single tiny molecule in your brain that is right at the heart of this entire struggle. And, as we're about to find out, this little chemical, dopamine, is secretly pulling the strings on way more of your life than you could ever imagine.
So what exactly is dopamine? Well, most of us think we have a pretty good idea, right? But that's usually thanks to a very, very popular nickname that's also kind of misleading. Come on, you've heard it a million times. Dopamine is the pleasure chemical. It's that hit of good feelings your brain gets when you do something awesome, like, eating a fantastic meal or finally winning a level in a video game. But what if I told you that's not really the whole story? In fact, what if I told you that's not even the most important part of what dopamine does? Yeah, the real science behind dopamine is honestly way more fascinating. See, when we just call it the pleasure chemical, we're missing the whole point. We're overlooking its true purpose. Its real job is, well, it's much more fundamental. It's tied to your drive, to your ambition, really to the very things that make you, you. Okay, so here's the absolute key difference. Get this. Dopamine isn't the feeling of pleasure after you get the reward. No, it's that powerful electrical surge of motivation and anticipation that drives you to go get it in the first place. Put it this way, it's the chemical of wanting, not the chemical of having.
Here, think about it like this. A runner's brain doesn't release a big flood of dopamine when they finally cross the finish line. No, it releases it while they're running the race in expectation of winning. It is all about the thrill of the chase. That's what gets the dopamine flowing.
And that feeling, that surge of dopamine from just anticipating something good, that's what pushes you to take action. It's the little neurochemical kick in the pants that gets you to swipe or to click or to post or to chase after any goal, really. You could say it's literally the engine of your behavior.
Okay, so this motivation system is incredibly powerful. And in our modern world, there is one place where this system is being hacked, just constantly, 24/7. You guessed it, your phone. I mean, our lives are just filled with things designed specifically to tap into this system. Think about it. Those social media notifications, the rewards in video games, cravings for junk food, even the thrill of gambling. They all offer this endless, unpredictable stream of little rewards that just keep our dopamine circuits firing on all cylinders. And that's what can make them so, well, addictive.
And this creates a really, really powerful feedback loop. Let's walk through it. Step 1, you post something, a photo, a video, whatever. Instantly, your brain starts anticipating a reaction, and boom, dopamine gets released. Then you get that like or that comment, and your brain's reward system lights up. It learns a simple lesson. Hey, posting equals a reward. So what happens next? The whole behavior gets reinforced, and you feel motivated to post again to chase that same feeling. It's a perfectly designed system to keep you hooked. Okay, so hearing all this, it might sound like we're just puppets, with our brain chemistry pulling all the strings. But here's the fantastic news. Once you actually understand the system, you can stop being the puppet and become the puppet master. You can literally learn to hack your own motivation.
And look, the goal here isn't to get rid of dopamine. We need it. You can think of it like a powerful river that fuels our ambition. The real goal is to learn how to build dams and channels to direct that power towards the things that actually matter to you.
So how do you actually do that? It's simpler than you think. You start by taking a huge, scary, intimidating task, and you just break it down into tiny, almost laughably small wins. So instead of study for the final exam, your first step is just review 10 flashcards. Then you do it. You complete that one tiny task. Guess what? Your brain gives you a little hit of dopamine for that small accomplishment. And here's the magic part. You can ride that little wave of motivation right into the next small task, and then the next one, creating your very own positive feedback loop. And when you start stringing these little wins together, that awful feeling of being overwhelmed, it just starts to fade away. You're not fighting against your brain's wiring anymore. You're finally working with it. And all of a sudden, motivation just gets easier.
So there you have it. You now have the blueprint. You know that dopamine isn't really about pleasure, it's the engine of motivation. And you know how to build your own reward loops instead of just getting trapped in the ones that other people design for you. So the only real question left is, what are you going to motivate your brain to do?